I'm the heavyweight champion of the world.
Yo, what up YouTube? It's your boy Wage here to read One Piece chapter 1044. The last chapter ended off super hype. We had a break. I don't even want to say anymore. I just want to go ahead and start reading the chapter. All right, so chapter 1044, Warrior of Liberation. Oh, this is hype. All right, we got another cover page, Big Mom Pirates with Niji and Yonji. All right, yeah, I'm not even wasting any more time on that. Let's see what's happening. It's literally what I think Momo was saying, that what's happening, and then the dumb, a resounding pulse. How can I still stand? And I just lost. No, that's Luffy saying that. But I feel like I'm having a blast, and he's laughing, and you hear this da-dum, and then Luffy is Joy Boy. Zanisha said that. Yamato? Oh, okay. That's Momo saying that. And Yamato's like shocked. And then Pleasure Hall, Right Baron Tower. And then Sanji wakes up and he's panting. He's like, Luffy. And then Kid and Law are looking up. Everybody's shocked. Meguro is looking up. He's like, is that Straw Hat Luffy? Or is that Sir Straw Hat? What is everybody looking up at? What does everybody see? And then you got Marco. And Marco's like, Straw Hat. And Marco saying, hey, you too. He's still breathing. And then Nami and Otama are crying. Nami's like, Luffy's still alive. You gotta be okay, right, big bro? Otama says. And then we're seeing the Holy Land, Mary Joa. All right, so we sacrificed one of our best agents and enraged Kaido. The Hall of Power, Pangea Castle. Are we sure our priorities are straight? This may be better than the alternative. It's imperative that we snuff out something this problematic. No matter the error, the world government has always failed to acquire the Gomu Gomu fruit. Even after 800 years of trying, it's almost as if the fruit itself is evading us. And then they're like, well, that's not possible. And so the Gorosei are saying they had to try to take Luffy out because they can never acquire the Gomu Gomu fruit, and it's like it's evading them. And now we're seeing all zoan fruits have their own will, and this one carries the name of a god. After all, the Gomu Gomu fruit is really a mythical zoan. It's the human fruit model Nika. And then we see Luffy jumping up and he's laughing. And then we see its user's body gains the properties of rubber in combat. They're supposedly only limited by their imagination, putting smiles on faces far and wide. They are the embodiment of the warrior of liberation. What is it? So Luffy is actually a zoan fruit. He's not a paramecia. Sun God Nika, awakening exponentially strengthens their rubber body, and they have even more freedom. It is allegedly. So, oh my gosh. All right, so Luffy he has a god level mythical zoan devil fruit model Nika. All right. So the Straw Hats have two human fruit users with Chopper and Luffy now, but Luffy is a mythical zone. All right, let me keep reading. Ooh, this is a lot. The most ridiculous power in the world. Treasure repository, second floor, and then we see Hiyori, and then so why we're going away from Luffy? Oh my gosh, come on. All right, I really admired Odin. Think about what you're doing. It was all Kaido. He was using me. We can still run away together. Just remove these nails. And Orochi, Hiyori is not about to remove these nails. All right. So you spat in the face of a samurai you owed. Who would still believe you? That's right, Hiyori. All right. My father kept his promise. Did he not? He danced like a fool for 5 long years because he thought you and Kaido would honor the secret arrangement you made and free Wano. He never told even his own family. My father was a man who kept his word. He still expected the same of you when you agreed to let them go. If he withstood being boiled for an entire hour, even while his body was being burned by the oil, despite it all, he always smiled, always. I can't even fathom my father's suffering. He had to shoulder the burden by himself because the entire nation was your hostage. What's the matter, Hiyori? He's thinking, and this is like Odin speaking in a flashback. And then Hiyori's like, Father, are you really okay with what everyone says about you? And Odin's like, of course I am. You know why? Because I have you guys. And then Hiyori gets happy. She's like, really? Then I swear I'll always be here for you. And then Orochi, he's like, oh yes, I've always said Odin was a great samurai. As Shogun, I can ensure his legacy is recognized, your father. And then Hiyori takes off the mask. And hold your tongue, you miserable wretch. I am Kozuki Hiyori. And Orochi screams and he's like, I was always proud to carry my father's name even when I was starving and covered in rags. You, on the other hand, never had a trace of honor, Hiyori says. Every day you were Shogun was one too many. And each day passed, more and more lives were lost. And then Orochi's like, wait, stop. And then don't do something you're going to regret. Seeking revenge is dated ideology, you know. Besides, killing me would make no difference. Kaido will still be unbeatable. And then we see the flame thing. And it's like Orochi-sama. And then, and it's like, I have failed. And then, is that you, Kanjuro? This is as far as I go. Your timing is impeccable. This is the ideal stage for your real final performance. Burn that woman to ash. Go on, take her. The failed revenge of a shrew 20 years in the making. It's the perfect title for this tragic comedy. Take a look. Hiyori, a Kozuki survivor, should know that fortune favors the mighty. So Orochi's still trying to get rid of. And then Kanjuro, like, Orochi-sama, and goes towards, and then Orochi says that's the wrong way, and Kanjuro burns Orochi, and then Hiyori says the dawn will come. And then Kanjuro, you idiot, Hiyori, save me, it burns. The Kozuki clan always keeps its promises. Is this just an accident, or did Orochi do this? Tanjiro do that on purpose? It's really weird. Why did Tanjiro take out Orochi? Alright, whatever. Oh, okay. So we're getting this Alright. So we're back to Luffy. I feel like anything's possible now. I can keep fighting a bit longer. My heartbeat sounds funny. This is my peak. This is gear 5th. And then we see crackles of lightning in the background. Oh my gosh. And then we see Kaido, and there's crackles of lightning above Kaido, a whole bunch of people blown. See, wow. And then we see Yogoro, he's looking up. All of the beast pirates are knocked out by Conqueror's Haki. Kaido's like, hey, you guys. Kaido's looking up. He's like, what the hell is that? It's on the roof. We see we can barely see a figure standing, and there's lightning coming out of the top of the roof. And then we see more beast pirates falling. They're like, what's happening? Conqueror's Haki, where is it coming from? And then we see Law Kid saying Straw Hat. Chopper is bawling, saying Luffy. Whoa, we see a giant hand come from the top of the roof, smiling. Oh my God, I'm looking at too much. Okay, we see a giant hand coming from the roof. It grabs Kaido's entire, like a section of his body. Kaido's like, what? And then we see Luffy, and he has this amazing smile on his face. He looks like he's like dripping. And then it looks, this panel is funny. Luffy snatched Kaido and pulled him back up to the rooftop. It makes a yoink sound, and Kaido's like, oh. And all the beast pirates are like, Kaido-san. And you can see him like shocked that he's getting dragged up to the rooftop. And then we see Luffy, and he looks like his hair's on fire. And then so Luffy is like wrapped he's like constricting like a section of Kaido's body, and he's like flexing. And then we see Luffy with his infamous Luffy she smile, and he looks super different right here. He looks so different, but I want to see a full panel. And Luffy is twirling Kaido around on some Super Mario 64. So long, King Bowser. Take this. Yo. And now he's slamming him. Oh my gosh. And then Luffy's panting and he's laughing. Yo, look at this. Why is his arms so big, yo? He's laughing. Kaido's like, you're so Straw Hat, you're still alive. I'm grateful. He does a blast breath. Luffy's laughing, and he falls on the ground, and Luffy's like, whoa, his eyes pop out of his head, his tongue is sticking out. Like, Luffy is just laughing so much. And he yo, this is cartoonish. This dude Luffy just, I guess he's, because he's awakened, he just like, I don't know if he actually turned the ground into rubber. The way he's grabbing into it though, it looks like he like turned the ground into rubber and like lifted it up to block the blast breath. Yeah, that ground is definitely, he did some rubber thing. Like the way that they drew this, he lifted the ground up. And then Luffy's like, go! And then kaboom! And then we see Luffy and his hair still looks like he's on fire. He has like this cloud like wrapped around his shoulders and the back of his head. And then he's still laughing and has his hand like over his eyes, and we see yo, Kaido's like, sorry about that idiot from before. I didn't want to win like that. And then Luffy, this form, yo, these eyes, the hair, look at his eyebrows, yo. They kind of like are like curling a little bit like Sanji's, like not a lot, but just a little. What? Don't sweat it. Now let's finish this. And we got no break next week. The battle reaches its finale. The next issue is cover and color spread. Yo, and that is the end of chapter 1044. Yo, this is crazy. Like, Luffy is a mythical zoan fruit. Hito no Mi, model Nika, and he can now turn the ground into like rubber and pull it. He seems to be bouncing all over the place. He got huge the way he just like grabbed Kaido. Like, oh man, we're about to see so much more in the next chapter. Yo, this chapter is hype, and it looks like Orochi's finally gone. Hiyori was the one that looks like got to take him out, even though it was really Kanjuro. But we got Gear 5. Yo, this is hype. Yo, please. This is hype chapter. Hey, rate the video, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna see y'all next week. Gear 5. Peace. I'm out.